Because men don't like women that feel like they're better than them.
Incorrect. Men.
It's a challenge.
I'll ask you this: instead of me just telling you, let's play a game. All right, let's play a quick little game here. So, I don't have the sound effect here. Anyway, let's say we went on a date. Right, I'm talking to you, Miss Obama. Right.
Okay.
Hypothetically, I know at this point I'll probably triggered all of y'all. You're like, fuck this nigga, I ain't going on a date with him. But pretend you like me for a second
I'm not
before
triggered at all.
what I just said. Right.
Let's do it.
Yeah, sure. We're on a date and we sit down and I'm talking with you. Conversation is flowing, right? And then all of a sudden, I start bragging to you about my fashion sense. I tell you about all my cool Jordans I got. I got like some exclusive Jimmy Choo sneakers that no one else has. I got this wardrobe that's worth about $100,000. Pretty much, I'm on fleek at all times. I dress better than you, okay? How would you feel about my my fashion sense and my ability to dress well and maybe compete with you a little bit?
It's crazy you said that because I studied fashion in college, so
Cool.
I would be very intrigued by that conversation.
Okay. Would it
So-
arouse you?
I wouldn't say it would arouse me, but I would be like, wow. Because one, I love a man who could dress.
Okay.
So if you have like an extensive wardrobe and you're telling me about these sneakers you have, in my mind, I'm creating scenarios like, yeah, this man could dress. We could take pictures together.
Cool.
Like, that's not a problem
Okay.
at all.
So you would like it. All right. Now
Yes,
let's go around
yes,
the
I
table. I
would.
want to ask all the other girls' opinions. What would you think?
To the mic.
If you could dress better than me?
Yeah, like I just told you about all my my fashion sense. How well I dress, my closet, my wardrobe. I have exclusive sneakers that you don't
Okay.
have. Almost kind of was
I wouldn't
competing
feel any way
with
about
you.
that.
Huh?
I wouldn't feel any type of way about that.
No, but what would your thought be? Would it make you? Would you care? Would you not care? Would you
I
be
guess
indifferent?
I would want to see if I agree. I would want to see what you got.
I mean, but what would it? Would your attraction for me go up? Is what I'm trying to say. Okay, you gotta think about it.
That's not how
That's a
I
big-
gauge my attractiveness.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, fair enough. So it's kind of like, all right. What about you, Miss Ed Hardy? Would you care?
Oh, my name is Rad.
Okay.
But I don't know. I wouldn't care for a man bragging. Like, if you got nice clothes, then just show up in them. Like,
All right.
it is what it is.
It's funny because, like, some guys do that. That's how they pick up women.
Okay, but I'm asking you specifically. I'm talking to you about my wardrobe and the clothes that I have and everything. Would you care?
I mean, not really. No.
Okay. Maya, you've been through this before. What about you, Miss Hartford?
You better just show up in that shit.
Okay. You don't care about me talking about it.
I might just leave the table or have another drink. I mean, that's an awkward conversation,
All right,
not really a
fair enough.
conversation I hold.
Understandable.
Yeah, it's not a good conversation to have, especially on a date. Like,
Into the
sorry,
mic.
especially on a date when you're trying to get to know somebody. Like, don't tell me what you have. Don't tell me
my
materialistic
fashion sense?
things. Yeah, I might like it. It might be attracted to me. Oh yeah, he could dress. He's put together. He looks clean. Later down the line, but I don't want to hear about it. We shouldn't be talking about
All right. What about you, Miss Career?
It wouldn't bother me.
Okay. But my question is, would it make me more attractive? Would you want to?
I mean, I feel like you would just be trying to have a conversation and men will put out like what they're proud of and that's something you're proud of. So, all right, cool.
I agree.
It's a conversation.
Seems indifferent to
Yeah,
me. Okay.
I agree.
Fair enough. And then what about we'll go on the couch, Miss Alpha? What would your thoughts be?
Me personally, I'm not a
Amazing
fan
wardrobe.
of bragging, but however, if you have the self-confidence, you have the self-care, that attracts me to you because I like to know that you care about yourself, that you care about your self-care, that you care about how you look, and how you look is how you
Yeah, but
feel.
I'm competing with you now. I'm kind of like
I don't feel
I'm
no
boasting about
competition.
my.
You're a man, I'm a woman. What's there to compete about?
Okay. All right. So you don't care. All right.
No.
What about you in the middle?
I agree. I don't really care. As long as we could both put it on and we both look fly together, you match my fly, I match your fly.
All right.
We look good together, then it's a go for me.
All right. Cool. And then what about you?
Just make a conversation. I mean, they're clothes. You got Jimmy Choo's. Cool. When'd you get them?
Okay. So you're fairly indifferent about it.
Not really. You know, if you want to talk about your clothes, you look cute in them. Okay. If you don't look cute, you still do your thing. It's clothes.
You triggered my trap card!
That's exactly how men feel when you talk about your career and how much money you make and how ambitious you are. Men don't give a fuck, just like you don't care about how we dress and our Jimmy Choos and our clothes. Like,
That's not
men and women
We don't
value
talk
different
about it, though.
things. Like, men value a woman that's, virtuous, attractive, young, fertile, etc. You want to have a girl by you that is beautiful but doesn't embarrass you. Women want a man that's strong and powerful, commands a room when he walks in, and everyone respects him. So the respect that they want is different from both perspectives. So The thing is that you said men are scared of women that have a career. No, it's not that men are scared of a woman that has a career and woman
I'm
that
not saying they
or makes money.
scared.
It's not. Well, that's what or insecure, whatever buzzword you want to use.
Because men are intimidated by boss women.
No, men don't care about boss women because
You don't care.
No. A lot of guys don't care. The thing is that guys can't be honest about this though because they're gonna get hit with the.
How dare you?
You don't like a woman that makes her own money. You're insecure. You're small dick energy. You're a misogynist. Whatever it is. Men can't be honest about what they really like about women because the things that they like about women tend to be deemed as primitive or misogynistic or whatever. Men are very simple and we haven't changed the beginning of time. Women have changed. You guys have gained
What is
careers.
it that men like
You
about
g-
women?
Can I finish, please? They've made the money. They've become successful. They've gotten more degrees, etc. And that's fine. But that does not make you sexier to men, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Your career, your ambition, your ability to create wealth does not matter. But a man's ability to do it does. So if I'm a successful man, right? I'm 35 years old, and I got a bunch of bad 21-year-olds coming after me. But then I also got a woman that's 31 that's coming after me. She makes $100,000 a year. These other girls make $10,000 a year. Who do you think I'm going to go for?
100,000.
But
No.
I thought your point was that whatever she's making don't even matter.
It doesn't. That's why I'm going to go after the 21-year-old.
So what does okay, so
That's what I'm trying to say.
the question I'm posing is then what is a man attracted to?
Hold on.
That's what
We
I
got some guests on the
said.
panel here. We
I
got Ross
respectfully
and
disagree.
Honcho. So, Trap, Lord, Ross, and Honcho, what do you look for in a woman and why?
Man, I think what I look for is just like somebody who's caring. I mean, I've got long-term ambitions of, family life. I want to settle down, have a family. So I do look at somebody that I think can, be supportive, be reliable, nurturing to look after a family. I think it's cool if a woman's got a serious career going on, but to me, that isn't necessarily what I look for. I am looking for, the woman that's going to be a good mother to the child that I'll eventually have, hopefully. But, I do respect, for some women, they do want the career, but it's not necessarily the thing I look for, to be honest. If you've got something going on, that's cool, but that's not top of my list, personally.
I think it's just important for your partner to push you to be better. If they can do that, then it doesn't really matter. If they're ambitious and they've got their own goals and stuff, like I'll support them with whatever they want to do, but as long as they can try and push me in the right direction and also look after me with the needs that I have and stuff like that, and be a good mum and be a good I don't want to sound bad what I say, but be a good housewife and look after me with the stuff that I need and help me with my goals and push me to be further. That's really all I look for, to be honest. It doesn't matter if they're ambitious and they've got their own goals and stuff. I'll support them. It's not like I don't care if they're not ambitious or if they are ambitious. It's more about just if we work well together as a couple and we can push each other to be better.
I have a great question.
Sure, go ahead. But
So
before you ask your question, you had something, right? I don't want to make You made a
you
comment.
guys were answering my question. What do you
Oh,
want
they answered
to
it?
look for in
Okay.
women?
Okay. All right. That's what the question was. All right. And they hit the nail on the head. They said it much more polite than I would. But but yeah, in general, like women are attracted to survival value. Men are attracted to replication value. We want an attractive woman. You guys want a successful man. It's been that way since the beginning of time.
Mm-hmm.
Only in the West do we sit here and lie to each other and say, oh, I want a bad bitch that can make a bag too. Not really. Because when women make a lot of money and are successful, they come with certain traits that aren't attractive to men. Your women that are highly successful, they tend to be a little bit more masculine, a little bit more competitive, a little bit more dominant, etc. Men are not attracted to these triggers, these traits, no matter how much women want to lie to themselves and say they are. Men are repulsed by masculine women, and unfortunately, women that are successful tend to have masculine traits. You can't make $100,000 a year plus by being a pussy and a pushover. You do that by being hyper-aggressive, competitive, masculine, A-type personality, argumentative, non-agreeable, etc. And that's fine. I'm not saying you can't do that, ladies. But what I am saying is that success comes with a caveat, and you're going to be unattractive to a lot of men. That's like me saying, hey, you know what? I like to wear heels on Saturdays. You know what I'm saying? I like to, be in my feminine every now and then. I like to do my nails, and I like to do my hair and shit. You look at me like, what? But I'd be like, oh, no, don't worry. I could be super masculine Monday through Friday. Don't worry about it. I'll protect you. Nah, y'all would look at me like, stupid, and you wouldn't take me serious. So how can you expect a man to want a girl that acts like a dude, but you guys would not accept me if I acted like a girl on weekends?
There's nothing wrong with
I was just saying.
Stop the cap. No woman want that. Like, let's
I want a man who does his nails. Like I want a man
and
who
wearing heels on Saturdays.
Well, not the heel
exactly.
part.
That's the point I'm trying
I
to make.
respectfully disagree.
You would want a guy with heels?
I agree.
No, not the heels part, but I'm saying like
Just hygiene. I
Men
feel.
men do want ambitious women that some men do want ambitious women that have their shit together. They don't want a bum. Honestly.
Okay, well, I would say
and
yes.
on top of that, there are women who are making six figures that I know personally that aren't necessarily like masculine. There are feminine women as well, but like they have a great career.
Right, that's what they're
making great money. Like it's
that's-
not that just because they're
Go ahead,
making
man.
great money.
That's
that
the same thing you said is what they're trying to say. Just be feminine about it. You don't have to be so, hey.
Yeah, but he's
know,
saying that he's basically saying that like if you have a career and you have things going for you, you're automatically masculine, and that's not always true.
Not always.
Right, but it's just more
We're
so
saying that-
about pulling out your reputation, Pokemon card. Look, I got these stats. I don't give a fuck, like, basically, whether you have a degree or not, what type of guy you are. It's just that when you boast about it, it's more masculine, like, hey, look what I could do. And it's just, if that's what you are, just live it how you are. And if you pay your bills, just pay your bills. Like, you don't have to, I pay my own bills. I do this and that. Like,
Right. They don't.
It don't need to be a badge of
Like, for
honor
example,
that
Dan, too, what do you bring to the
take care of
table?
yourself.
You say, I got a high-figure job. I'm a boss about shit. It's like, it's not needed. Just say, hey, I work a job. I want to find a guy and start a family.
Right.
Something that's simple to the
It's-
point. That's what guys
Right,
want.
it's more attractive when it's like when you pull it out accidentally, not on purpose.
Right.
It's just
Not
more
that's
sexy.
what I'm saying. Not all women boast about it. That's just their lifestyle.
True.
They don't have to boast about it.
But to answer your
Right.
point, some guys do want that because guess what? Some of those guys aren't high value, and this means, for example, if you make a lot of money yourself, they can leech from you. But the guy that's on top, for the most part, they may say, "Hey, yeah, I want a chick that's independent, a boss babe," but do they really care? Not really. They already have their own money. Your money's your money. Our money's my money and your money. So it's kind of like we don't really care about how much money you make. It's more like, okay, is she gonna be good in the household? Is she gonna help with the family? Is she gonna be there for me, considerate? That's what we really care about.
And you could say that, but you've never dated these women as a man. Like, hyper successful women let you fucking know they're successful, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is that you guys will never understand it because you guys aren't men. Successful women lead with their success as if they're dudes. See yeah, because you date women too. Thank you. She knows what I'm talking about. They will come in and say, I pay my own bills, blah, 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 all this other shit, thinking it's attractive. But again, I say this shit all the time. Modern day women make the cardinal mistake of thinking that men and women are the same and we're attracted to the same things. We don't care about your career. We don't care how much money you make, etc. It's an auxiliary to you. Your beauty, your femininity, your ability to comply comes first. If you have a career, fantastic. On the other end, a man, his primary agency, are you successful? Do you have status, etc.? Are you a good-looking guy? That's an auxiliary. A woman will take a dude that's ugly, that's successful, that has confidence, can command a room, and then him being attractive comes second, right? But a man on the other end, what does he look for first? Is she beautiful? Is she gonna not embarrass me in public, etc.?
Feminine.
Was she feminine? She not a hoe? That's the primary thing. And then if she has a career, that's the auxiliary. We're very, very different, and it's crazy. Only in the West, man, do we sit here and try to say men and women are the same. A boss babe is attractive, whatever. No, man, it's good for you, but it doesn't necessarily benefit me that you make money as a woman, because women always look at men for security. Regardless, if I deal with you, I'm gonna probably have to be the breadwinner to some degree. And as a woman makes more money, let's be honest, she ain't gonna look for some guy that makes less than her. Women don't date down; they only date up typically. So,
And if they do date down, for how long?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, aside from the money, like you as men and everybody, all the men on the panel can answer. Like, you don't want an ambitious woman. You just want a bum, just because she's pretty.
I love that when they always say that. You want a bum?
Doesn't mean she's a bum. It just means that she doesn't have these traits where like she has to like fight and compete with me on a daily basis. It's more like she's working a job, regular job, if anything. She understands. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna help in the household. I'm gonna be a good girl to him. However, I'm not gonna compete.
Yo,
with
fuck
him.
that shit. Let's be honest. Yes, you will lose your position to a bum every single time if she's compliant and
be
attractive.
honest. Be honest.
Like, you could be a chick making a lot of money, whatever. I'm just gonna keep it all the way 1,000. Ladies, they're out there watching. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Ooh.
You will lose your man to a fucking bum bitch if she's attractive and she follows his program. I promise you. I don't care how much money you make. If she follows his lead, is submissive and attractive and younger than you, there's a good chance you're gonna lose him. And that's just the way it is because men are attracted to different things, man. That's like me. If I live with my mom, right, and I smoked weed every day, and you were the breadwinner, right, but I was a good-looking guy. Hey, man, I'm real handsome. It's just a matter of time until you apply and find somebody else that can replace me, right? Let's be honest here.
Yeah, I had that exact situation, and he wasn't even that cute.
Thank you for proving my point. So,
no, but
Can I say
men want. I mean, I will say though, I have dealt with men in the past that want ambitious women. but they don't want bums. They don't want females that look
They
attractive.
say that, but they don't really want
cap,
that. I'm
yeah.
telling you.
They wanna
They
smash
don't
you.
want that. I'm telling you.
They
They'll
wanna
tell you that
smash
because
you.
they want to smash
They
you.
want
But that's
submissive
pretty much.
person.
Yeah, someone that's going to be there, listen to their, I want to say, lifestyle and their current, how to put this? They'll say that because they want you to follow a pattern and they want you to fit in a little box, but really all they want is someone that they could come home to be peaceful with and kind of like.
Man,
get
fuck
into
that shit. Dudes will say anything to get
anything,
laid, man.
anything.
Like, ladies, I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. Like, I say unflattering things about women, and I say unflattering things about men.
Yeah.
Dudes will say anything to get boxed.
That
they
I
will
agree
say,
with.
"I love your
I agree
career."
with.
They'll say some dumb shit like, "Yo, I love it when you act like a guy." Like, they'll say anything to get laid, bro. Like, ladies, do you understand that most guys don't get sexual access? It's very tough for regular guys to get laid. They have to play the game. They have to say what you want to hear. I'm sure all of you guys have like heard some bullshit from a guy to try to get laid. It is what it is. Dudes got to say what they got to say to get laid. And if that means lying about what they're really attracted to make you feel better, they're going to do it. Guys, no. Guys aren't stupid. Guys have adapted to women. As women have made more money, become more successful, etc., they got to lie. They got to say, "Oh, I love your career. Oh, you got a degree in psychology? Fantastic. I'm so attracted to that." They're going to say what they got to say to get laid, man. But they're not going to tell you the truth, because if men told women the truth about what they really want, you would say some stuff like you said earlier. Are we cattle? Guys don't want to deal with that shit. I'm not trying to fuck none of you guys, so I'm telling the truth. Men don't give a fuck about your career, how much money you make, man. They really don't. They just want to get laid, and they're going to say whatever they need to say to get laid. And it just so happens right now, a lot of women have degrees, a lot of women are successful, a lot of women make money. So what's going to work? Hey! Let's have an intellectual conversation, baby. Hey, I really like you. Hey, you're really smart. I love the way you say things. Like, nah, man, it's all fucking cap. They're trying to get laid, man.
What's your sign? Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
So we're just keeping it real, man.
The only thing I would say, it's not like